your meetings are where some of the most up-to-date information, decisions, context lives of your organization. And what I'm about to show you is really a game changer around how you can take that meeting data and then plug it into your favorite AI tools to be able to get insights, do those follow-up actions right within those favorite tools. And we heard it from a bunch of you that you take your transcripts from Fellow and then you put them into ChatGPT and Claude. And what I'm about to show you is with Fellow's MCP server that you don't need to do this anymore. It can be done automatically. And what an MCP server is, it sounds like a super technical term, but it's just a connector between Fellow and your favorite AI tool that you use. And you don't need to be able to code or be technical to use it. And what's really incredible about this is you can use ChatGPT, you can use Claude or any of these other tools, pull in your meeting data, and it has your projects, your memories, all that additional business context to be able to do those insights and those follow-up actions. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. So here we're in ChatGPT, and I have set up the Fellow connector. And I asked ChatGPT to show me the meetings that I've had recently about a marketing launch. So what it did is it searched through my meetings based on the relevant terms, and it pulled in these relevant meetings. It shows them here. I can get a little bit of information. I can click these and then to dive into them in Fellow if I need to. But what's really cool is I then asked it to take one of these meetings and create an internal launch doc that I can share with my team. So it pulled the AI notes, it pulled the transcript, and it prepared this awesome launch doc that I can just copy and paste and share with my team. Another workflow that I want to show you is in Claude. So we are an official Claude connector. And what's really exciting is we are one of the only AI meeting assistant tools that is a Claude connector. You can see Fellow here along with these other awesome tools that we know you use and love. And let me show you a workflow in Claude. So not only can you just do follow-up actions like I just showed you in ChatGPT where it can generate a doc from your meeting, it can also analyze and pull insights and synthesize across your meetings that you have recorded in Fellow. So I've connected the Claude connector and I asked it here, based on my meetings in the last week, identify my strengths and wins and put them into a slide deck. So again, it searched through all my relevant meetings. It pulled all that relevant information and it put together this really awesome slide deck that you can see here on the right that has very specific references to the meetings in Fellow. So I get this awesome deck that I can then use and share with my manager. You know, performance season is coming up, performance review season is coming up, and you can use tools like this to help make your day-to-day so much easier that you don't need to do it manually, which is awesome.
This is a beautiful slide deck and such a useful way to use the MCP server.
Yeah, exactly. And the MCP server isn't the only way that you can connect Fellow to your other systems and tools that you use. We also have a developer API. We had a whole webinar where we went into detail about the developer API. But some use cases that our customers have been loving is connecting it to their internal systems, creating custom dashboards, and custom workflows. So really the options are endless here in terms of leveraging that meeting data in Fellow and connecting it to the other tools that you use.
Yeah, if other people on the call have ideas on how they're planning to use the MCP server, please let us know in the comments. We would love to know where your creativity takes you. I know that our engineering and product teams have been using it with Cursor, right? Aiden, do you have more context on that?
Yeah, I was going to say the stuff that you can do with this. Again, we're gonna help everybody, every organization everywhere become more AI native. Our developers are using Cursor, and through the Fellow MCP, they are grabbing meeting content from their engineering meetings, from their project meetings, and sometimes they didn't even go to the meeting. And it's just, grab it with Cursor and then consume it, create tickets for Linear, and then start writing the code for it. So sometimes you're in a meeting, you're talking about something, and then you type a command and then code starts getting generated based on the content of the meeting. That's the kind of crazy stuff that you can automate. Wow. I saw some questions about Gemini connectors and Copilot connectors, definitely on the roadmap. Again, with Fellow, what you can assume is we're going to connect to all the major platforms. We're going to be available everywhere so you can capture any conversations and connect to all the places that you need. We're also connected with Glean. Glean is one of our partners. So we're going to do a lot of that. That's all top priority stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think speaking of